Hello, sweet friends. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Rachel, and this is Rock City Cookies. Today, we are going to do a quick and easy 4th of July set. The first design is a United States cookie. This cookie cutter can be found on our Etsy shop, which will be listed in the description box below. To begin, outline the United States with a thick icing. By outlining your cookie with a thick icing, it allows you to come back right away to flood your cookie with your thinner icing and not have to worry about the icing falling off the sides of the cookie. Carefully flood the entire surface of the cookie. One thing I do want to mention real quick while I'm finishing flooding this cookie is I want you to notice that my icing here is too thin. How you know it's too thin is because my icing is not blending together. You can actually see exactly where I piped. If you are having this issue where you can see your color, it's not blending together seamlessly, your icing is too thin. To finish off this cookie, the only thing left is to add the sprinkles. And that's it. The first design is done. In this video, you will see me decorate each of the designs in 3 different colors. I was inspired by the sprinkles I purchased, which were red, white, and blue, so every design will be decorated in red, white, and blue. These sprinkles were purchased from Walmart in the holiday supply section. However, I am sure that you can find a similar sprinkle mix at any general craft supply store or grocery store, but I'll also link some in the description box below. One final tip before we move on to the next design. I wanted to make mention that if your icing is too thin, when you add your sprinkle mix, it can actually cause your flood to overflow with the weight of the sprinkles. So you definitely want to make sure that you don't have too thin of a flood when you're doing a design with sprinkles like this. My flood was definitely too thin, so I had this issue quite a bit doing this set. So learn from my mistakes and you'll be much happier with your end result. This next design uses a cookie cutter that I know almost every single cookier has in their stash, and that is a heart. It's really simple. We will follow the same exact technique as earlier. Outline with a thick icing, flood, and then sprinkle on your sprinkles to complete the design. Even though you will be covering half of the cookie in sprinkles, it's always important to double check and make sure there's no obvious air bubbles, just in case there's an air bubble where a sprinkle won't cover it. And that's it. Design number 2 is done. This final design actually uses a cutter flip. If you are unfamiliar with what a cutter flip is, it is when a cookier buys a cookie cutter and finds multiple ways to use a cutter for different designs. This cookie cutter was originally a rainbow cookie cutter with clouds on the bottom of the rainbow. However, I decided to do a cookie cutter flip and make it instead an ice cream scoop. Homemade ice cream has been a part of every single one of my 4th of Julys growing up. So when I was making this set for our own personal 4th of July family outing, I knew I wanted to include ice cream scoops. To make your ice cream look like it has been scooped, you will want to outline and flood the top portion of the cookie, and then come back with a thicker icing and complete the bottom portion of the cookie. Now, you will want to do as I say and not as I do, because the icing that I used on the bottom of the cookie was way too thin. You definitely are going to want to use a much thicker icing for the bottom of your scoop. After you have let your icing dry for about an hour, you're going to want to go back with your scribe and punch in the bottom part of the scoop, and then your ice cream design will be complete. I do want to take a second to mention there is no right or wrong way to use this technique, and also I have used it in other ways. I have used this exact same technique for the bottom of a tutu dress. All right, friends, that is it for my 4th of July cookie set. Thank you so much for watching today. If you have any questions at all, please let me know in the comment box below. I hope that you all have a wonderfully fantastic 4th of July with your friends and family. And until next time, my sweet friends, bye-bye.